movie was Two Guys, One Hammer.
Why did they call it the Hammer?
We'll talk about that. Then welcome to Booze and Ballin'. Fantasy football shaking.
Not stirred, apparently. Jesus Christ.
I am Todd Webb.
I'm Dustin Kilburn.
And this is inspiration tonight? My night.
Do we have inspiration?
We have inspiration.
I don't anymore.
And it comes in unicorns dreaming of AI sheep.
Is that what the fuck that is?
I mean, look at its eyes. As we were setting up to I looked over.
Cyborg sheep?
Yeah, I didn't realize it was like that at first when I picked it. And when we were setting up and looking over, I'm like, that sheep's eyeballing me.
That's really fucking weird. I got the same one.
Boom. This is Saucony Creek. Saucony. I always Kendra and I always argue about this.
Saucony.
They got a place in Kutztown, Reading, and I don't know if they have any more, but that's the local one. They're good. I've been there a few times. They got this unicorn. They come out with this unicorn every so often. They have one of unicorns on the fairway, unicorns this, unicorns that, and this one I stumbled by. I had not saw this one yet. They're all like New England style IPAs, but
perfect. Well, I'm thirsty, so I'm gonna go ahead and get started.
I'll put
so what are you drinking for this week? I can tell you what I'm drinking for if you want.
Why don't you tell me? Because I'm part of the reason you're drinking.
I know I got such a bad habit. I lose in the first round of the playoffs an awful lot. I always make it. I fight all goddamn year. So I'm drinking to anybody out there who lost in the first round of your fantasy playoffs. It's the worst place to be because you get a shitty draft pick the following season and you get nothing to show for it. So cheers to you.
Cheers to that.
Ooh,
that's very
rough.
light in color. That's yellow.
Yeah,
it's only
taste that light.
It's only 5.6. So this is again can pick. I saw the unicorns. I saw that sheep eyeballing me from the aisle. I punched one can, so we only have 3. I had to buy it because the pack broke. I'm like, this sheep got side-eyed, and I was like, I realized he's just a cyborg.
He's just a cyborg sheep. So
no, this is drinking to the first round of playoffs. Like you make them
every year.
You make playoffs a lot,
almost every year. That's what I do.
You're consistent.
I can't get it done. At first round, always gets me. If I don't get a first round bye, I'm usually out in the first round. But if I get the bye, then I'm pretty good then.
What can I say?
Because look at me in that other league that we joined together, that free league. I lost all my quarterbacks now. I'm down to Jake Browning or Danny DeVito.
Don't bring that shit
Sorry,
up.
Tommy.
Do not bring that shit up. You gave me, yeah. You're drinking to that, and I'm drinking to the fact that you gave me your injury jinx, you son of a bitch.
How? Who did I jinx?
Me. You're like, yeah. You've had a good year going relatively injury free, and in the dynasty where I need to win, I made it past the first round, on to the semis, and I lost Justin Herbert and Trevor Lawrence, and I'm playing the number 1 team, Copper and Oak. I might be in a little bit of trouble. I don't know if you actually froze this much. Or
I'm not sure what happened there. That was different.
I will go with it. But I lost. I'm playing Copper and Oak, and I don't have a quarterback right now. So I'm gonna have to pick up.
His team is strong right now.
His team's deep. His team's deeper than strong. He's scored the points. He's having a good year. But I look at his lineup, and none of them Dan's team is better. I think Eric's team on paper is better, but he's deep. So
I don't know, man.
He can take an injury.
Yeah,
he can take
continues to play though. Well, he already did with Taylor. He hasn't had Jonathan Taylor this year, really.
He's back in his lineup
and
now.
He's still dominating.
So yeah, but I lost. So now I think I have to do it just based on the utter love I have for the man. I think I have to pick up and play Gardner Minshew.
Gardner.
I think I have to ride Minshew into the playoffs. I
wish we could still trade. I'd trade you somebody.
Like a glorious, glorious stallion that Minshew is.
Yeah, that'd be a good one for you to ride into the sunset with. Try and get a dub.
If I beat him with Gardner Minshew, I'm gonna be the hat.
Is Browning available? You could. I mean, he's been putting up good numbers too.
He is actually, but without Jamar and Eric, your damn brother is gonna luck into the championship because Jetta doesn't have his guy and Chase is out. Bijan's been playing like shit, and he's playing. And he's playing.
Dan's team is definitely fluttering at the.
That's what I said. Dan's starting lineup is the best, but his depth is not good.
I hope he wins it. He needs one so he can shut the hell up.
Because then he won't shut the hell up.
That's true. He'll be like, yeah, see, I should have went back to back. This is bullshit.
This is a standard New England IPA.
It's okay. Anytime he talks to me about it, I just look at him and go, you're welcome.
My favorite thing he ever said, and I have to tell everybody about it, and I can't not stop talking about it, is his comment. Well, I guess nobody wants me to win. Well, no fucking shit.
Yeah, no.
No one's going to put money into a pot.
We all want to win.
He says that when I'm trying to make these trades, but I guess nobody wants to help me. Nobody wants me to win.
No,
I'm like,
that's not how it works. Only you want yourself to win.
Yeah, and I say that, and I respond so much nicer to him. And you know he's not. Yeah, E. I know you're not watching your best friend and your brother. I know you're not.
I know, that's bullshit.
You son of a bitch.
My buddy Shaker says he's been watching us, so shout out, Shakes. Thank you.
Shout out, Shakes. Cheers.
Yep, cheers to him. I just saw him last night. It's been a while since I saw him. It's always good to see an old friend, and like when you pick up, like, and you see each other again for the first time in a little bit. It's like
you never left off?
Yeah, it's like you saw each other yesterday, and you just start talking about the same shit like that you always would.
Right back into the bathroom circles?
Yeah, exactly.
What was that thing called?
I don't even remember.
You told me about
it. Something about pickle measurements and stuff.
No, but he says that, and I'm nicer with it, and I'm like, well, no, like they're just worried about making their teams work, but I want to be like, no shit, but he's a little sensitive with that. But like, nobody wants anybody else to win. I'm not gonna be like, hey, you know what? I put $200 into this league, but I really, who do you need? Who do you need to make this happen for you?
Yeah, it goes back to what we said in other podcasts or other episodes, I should say, about like when you're offering a trade up, you gotta look at what their team needs, and like you offer something that's going to better their team. Like if it's not going to work, then it's not going to work. Because if a trade's not going to better both teams, then it's not a good trade. It just is.
No, unless you're E.
Yeah.
All right.
Like I have to play him in that family league, in our family league now in the playoffs.
The one that you like. I don't know why do you like.
After I let him snake Debo from me.
Did he just big brother you? Did he just big brother you into a trade?
Pretty much.
Like sat on you on the couch. You're like, trade me. Dustin, trade me. Can't breathe. Well, you want to breathe? Trade me.
I don't know. Henry had just had another. Like I think he had that second dud in a row or some shit like that. Debo was hurt at the time. I needed a wide receiver, and I offered him Stevenson for Olave straight up, and he countered with Debo and Henry for Olave and Najee. And I was like, well, Najee's never going to see the lineup. And then
at that point, that was a couple weeks in, right?
Yeah, and then Stevenson started to do really well, so it worked out for me because I still was able to play Stevenson then. But then as soon as Stevenson got hurt, now I'm kind of like, fuck, because, well, maybe Jonathan Taylor's going to come back and save me. But anyway.
Najee's been one of those big disappointments this year.
He's the Trent Richardson of the NFL again.
In my 112-man league, 12-team league, I usually go like running back, wide receiver heavy. But in this league, I kept Pollard, and I went running back heavy, thinking, you know what? I can start 4 running backs if I want, and I got trade bait. Yep. Man. And I went, it's been such a volatile position all year.
Yeah,
and Najee's been one of the biggest, but so much potential. But again, I think it is the offense. But so I had Pollard, Najee, Javonte, and Ramondre.
Ouch.
In a 12-man league, just right off the bat.
Ouch.
And I basically can start one
RB.
of them.
Yeah, right now.
I'm thinking, this is great. 4 or 5 weeks in, I'm going to be able to take one of these studs, get myself like a Brandon Ayuk type of player.
It's the year of the people who went early on RBs. So like your people with CMC,
your top
doing
RBs.
Well. Yeah, people who got Kamara doing well. Like if you had that top guy, a Rashad White, because then if you paired him with a Rashad White or got lucky and picked up a Kieran Williams late or picked up A-Chain off of waivers and he's coming back playing well, or you got Mostert, like Eric having Mostert is the only reason why his team is any good was Mostert.
Yeah, because Mostert's RB2 on the year.
He's got CMC and Mostert.
He has 1 and 2 running backs right now.
So he's got Josh Allen, the number 1 quarterback, the number 1 running back, and then the number 2 running back, pretty much. And he's just
Christian McCaffrey's head and heels ahead, but if you look at sleeper leaders right now, for in the Weekend Warrior, McCaffrey, Mostert is number 2,
and then
he's slightly above Etienne, and Jacobs
is up there too, right?
12.
Yeah, so
and he's got Breece Hall at 14.
So yeah, top.
But his receivers suck.
Yeah, he's got 0 receivers. That's why he's been trying to trade for
Hopkins.
one. But then he won't give up one of those running backs for and it's like, okay, so what do you want to do? You just want to. You got nothing to give up, man.
Remember I said about Kittle? I was trying to work out Kittle and a second for. I said Jacobs.
I would have made that deal all day.
And then thinking? I think I said Jacobs and then a third or something back or.
Yeah.
And I lost that trade right out the gate.
But I would say so because Jacobs is a question mark moving forward. We will get into that when we do our top 10.
Yeah, well. I've been putting this off, but do you want to go through the pick'em scores?
This might be our last week before you gotta go ahead and just.
I'm gonna say I'm now gonna pull out my big guns. But
yeah, you might as well go. Yeah, I was gonna say you can't leave that much on the board. And throw in the towel just yet.
I had calculated this out these last 3 weeks. I can play kind of who I want to play, how I want to play, and I feel like I could come back. But
I think so.
If I don't get within 100 points after this week, I might just have to concede because I don't think it's happening. Especially with the lineup I'm putting.
Come back. Yeah.
You fuck conceding. I'm gonna drink my beer.
You're the one that brought it up, not me.
All right. I'm going to run through this real quick. I went Lamar, 20.44. You went Josh Allen, who didn't have a great game, 18.26.
Did okay.
Actually, I basically beat you on every position.
Except for one.
Except for CMC.
Except for one.
So, Lamar, 20.44 to Josh Allen, 18.26. Rashad White, my boy, 26.
He had a good game too.
26.10 to 45.30 for Christian McCaffrey.
McCaffrey.
That's a stick. That's sticking at this point, Christian McCaffrey.
It has to. That was a complete fuck up on my part too.
It was the best fuck up ever.
It really was. So far. It's almost as good as Pukanuga.
I know. Pukanuga. Pukanuga's sticking. How about benching Pukanuga? Because Dustin said, don't start Pukanuga against the Saints defense. So I sat Pukanuga.
Well, who'd you sit him over?
Olave, who actually still had a really good game. So
I was going to say, Olave gets in the end zone. They have the same
Now
game
I wish I would have started both of them.
I was going to say, who did you play in your flex?
Amon-Ra.
God damn. Who's your other wide receiver?
This is the 5th quarter where I shouldn't be 2 and whatever.
Wait,
what? Ridiculous. No. This is the
I was
league.
Gonna say there's no way.
Oh, this team should. Okay. So I lost Herbert, so I'm starting Matt Stafford, which is fine for this week.
But I was gonna say Stafford's balling the fuck out right now.
So I start 2 receivers, 2 running backs, and I'll tell you right now, 2 receivers, 2 running backs, and a flex. Actually, I started out pretty good. I'm playing the highest scoring team this week. So I started St. Brown, Amon-Ra, St. Brown, and Olave.
Okay.
And I started.
Who's in your flex? Oh, you don't play a flex in that league, right?
I do play a flex, but I didn't get there yet. My 2 running backs were Kamara and Kyron Williams.
Okay, yeah, not sitting either one of them.
And Kamara didn't do good. They got me 7.1.
Yeah, that's
his
always
only week
works,
under
man.
double digits.
That's how it works. It's like me,
you'll get mad. You're going to get mad when you see who I could have started above him, but you don't. Kamara's a top 8 back this year. You have to start him. He's a set and forget.
Especially against the Rams. It's not like the Rams have been scary this year.
They should have.
How does the Saints just decide they're gonna let's air it out to Olave all of a sudden?
And I started Stafford. So
Because Carr had
Stafford,
an amazing game.
Kyron, and Olave. They did good. Kyron Williams. Williams. They all did good, but Kamara shit the bed. But I didn't start Puka Nacua.
Who was in your flex? You still didn't tell me who you played in your flex.
I'm between James Cook and Achan.
Oh, man. You didn't play Puka Nacua over one of them guys?
No, because Puka Nacua was projected less than Cook and A-Chain. And as soon as I saw that A-Chain was healthy...
They mess with my head because I feel like I should follow my gut in a different way a lot of times.
But also, with Mostert being questionable, I wanted to have that option that if Mostert goes out,
I forgot about that.
You have to start A-Chain.
Yeah, he's an
automatic.
Mostert
goes out,
you
start him above Cook and everybody else.
Yeah. Again, we're going to talk about him again here shortly, I think.
Which, okay, I didn't expect Puka to go for 164 and a touchdown. I
honestly thought that was going to be Cup.
So, yeah, I mean, I still got a shot in this league, but, man, that league's stupid. Yeah, on my bench. Oh, I also have Austin. You know who's on my bench? Eckler. Fuck that dude. He ain't seeing a playoff lineup.
No, I trust me. He was on my playoff lineup for me.
Yeah, my bench is Eckler, Ridley, Goddard, Flowers, and A-Chain.
I need Ridley to have a good week. I want Ridley to have a good week.
Lawrence is out with concussion protocol. That damn luck you gave me.
Jesus Christ.
He had limited practice today, so they don't know if he's playing on Sunday.
So do you play? Now I got to figure out who I'm playing in my flex and against Eric in the family league.
We'll talk about that then. Let's get through these real quick. So, Diggs, you had 8.80. AJ Brown, 10.6. So again, I've got you on 2 out of 3 positions.
Yep.
I had Pittman, 11.8 until he got concussed.
Absolutely folded in half.
I thought he got murdered at first, actually.
Yeah, when I first watched that, I was like, oh no, please get up. Because I like watching him play football. He's a good player.
That came in hot.
Dude, I was worried as hell. But can you blame the defender there? Like, what's he supposed to do? Just let him catch it?
No, the way he was falling, I don't think he was. I mean, he was defenseless, yes, but
he's absolutely defenseless.
I don't think.
But at the same time, no, because I'm hitting you to jar the ball loose because I don't want you to make this first down.
Right. No, I think
defense.
People said it was targeting.
That's what they're supposed to.
I don't think it was targeting at all.
No, because where did you want him to hit him? He's he's a horizontal line. I can't hit him without hitting him where I hit him.
I don't think the defender came in hot and real quick live. You could look at it and be like, okay, that was dirty, but he's doing his job.
I didn't think it was dirty at all. He jarred the ball loose and did exactly what he said. And said, "Don't fucking come over the middle again, bitch." It's football, baby.
Football, baby. Then I played Pittman 11.8. You had DK 12.8.
Yeah, I thought DK was going to have a much bigger game in that situation.
He had a shit game until the last drive.
Yeah, I know.
I think he had 5 point something points until that last drive.
Yeah, he caught a touchdown or something.
And then it just shows you why you're not throwing that man the ball more often.
He's inconsistent, I feel like.
Yeah, but
he's so hitter. He does catch the ball. I mean, he had some drops early in his career, but I think he's got that kind of taken care of.
I feel like he catches the ball better in traffic. In a bunch of dudes, like the hammer. In a bunch of dudes, he catches it. But if he's open, he drops it.
Is that gay? I
don't know. And then I had the 49ers defense, 15.88 to your Packers defense, 10.12. Outside of McCaffrey, I scored 84.82. I had a good week.
Nice.
I don't know what it is.
Scored half that and just him.
I wish we would have bet tattoos this year instead of next year.
Why? Because you wanted a tattoo instead of running a beer mile?
Yeah. Next year we're betting tattoos. You do.
I'm going to get you a creamy ale.
Oh.
It's going to be like a milkshake.
You should give me a beer of every color so when I throw up, it's a freaking rainbow.
Just an absolute taste of Skittles. I like it.
Skittles going down. The Skittles coming out. But you
Get
had
you a
90.
sour, like a high fucking 10% sour,
No, what you
then mix
okay.
it with a porter, chocolate Reese's peanut butter porter or something.
That's what I was gonna say. You should get. Oh, you could. I'd fuck with you.
I know
No,
you would.
I'd be nice. I would get you first beer as a loaded land shark.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna get you like
which is the land shark with a shot of tequila in it. Then I would get you the Hershey's Porter, but put the shot of peanut butter whiskey in there.
Oh God, actually, that'd probably be really good.
No, have you ever heard that? That's the PA pipe bomb.
PA pipe bomb?
Hershey's Porter, the Hershey's chocolate makes that.
I gotcha. Yeah,
they make a porter, and you put a shot of the Screwball in there.
That sounds really good.
Like an Irish car bomb.
That's like that peanut whiskey, right?
Peanut butter, yeah. But you drop that in there like an Irish car bomb. That shit tastes like you're drinking a Reese's peanut butter cup.
Yeah, that's awesome. I'm gonna need me some of that.
You scored 84.82. You scored 95.28, 84.82, 1,121.
Or on his screen somewhere, but it's domination.
1,121.43 to 1,014.48. I am down now.
More points.
Like back 120 points again, man. Yep. So this has to be it. Yeah,
you got to pick up like 40 or 50 here. I feel like
I got to make a dent if I got, especially because I'm gonna.
You got what? 4 weeks left.
1673.
3 weeks. Yeah, you're in trouble. Especially because I think the most we've ever had was 40 points at one swing.
If I'm still down over 100 after this week, I'll probably concede. That way we could do some other stuff on the episode. But I'm not happy. Should be nice, okay?
Are you going to run the beer mile in the winter, or are we going to wait till it warms up a little bit for you to run that thing?
I feel like we should wait and do it at like an off-season episode for sure.
I like it. Or like once training camp starts up, maybe we can get you out there in some tights. Start running a 40-yard dash and warm up. We should do 40.
Do like some sort of like. Can we do some super like slightly questionable montage? It's montage. Shout out Team America. It's a montage. Yeah. Oh, I almost spit my beer because of montage. Damn it, the beer on my table. I'm going to sip it up.
All right. How are you feeling on this beer, by the way? Yeah, me too.
I like it. It's not, I'm going to tell you what, I've had some of their other unicorns, to be honest. This is not my favorite, and it might just be that I'm pissed off at the sheep that's eyeballing me, or it could be the beer.
It's giving you a weird look, too, isn't it?
It is kind of like...
I just now realize that it's like the sheep leader, and there's like 100 sheep behind him. That's not clouds.
So, no.
Yeah, if you look at it, there's like a bunch of little sheep like staring at you. It's actually kind of cool. It looks like a cloud, but at the same time,
the more I look at this can, the more I'm concerned. Is he looking at me?
Or does he want to eat the unicorn?
Or is he like checking out the innocent looking, sweet little unicorn right there?
Yeah, and they're about to, I don't want to say it.
No.
They're about to gang up on the unicorn. Yes, exactly.
Like, I feel like this unicorn is kind of like just sitting there like, just having a day sitting on my moon.
It'd be a shame if 80 sheep took advantage of me.
And the sheep's like, I will take you.
It's more
this
like,
is a fucked up can.
It is. I know. Really There's a lot of like sexual tension between the cyborg sheep and the unicorn. But
does the unicorn want it? But does the unicorn want
is the sheep want unicorned? All right,
or the sheep could still be looking at me. I don't know.
Depends on how you're drinking it.
Don't drink it all funny. All right, so this beer, 5.6%, New England Hazy IPA.
I feel like it's got a really rough taste for only being 5.6%.
It tastes. If you were to
reminds me of All Day Founders, All Day IPA. I think is what it's called.
You know what? It does actually taste a lot like that Founders All Day.
Mm-hmm. And it's at right around the same percentage. It's very similar.
This has a consistency or mouthfeel. They are characterized. Yeah, I don't know. I'll tell you what. It's not my favorite. I don't hate it.
Yeah.
Drifting asleep with some double eagle malting. local barley grown
Definitely
from
gonna put me
Lehigh
to
County.
sleep.
Pills and wheat malt, resting on hop pillows from Nelson and Simcoe hops. Our unicorns are getting some good Z's, and they are about to be taken.
The Unicorn's not gonna like its score.
But
anyway,
yeah.
Are we picking this week?
There's not. It's a basic IPA. There's nothing that really stands out.
Very basic.
And it's hazy, but it's not the haziest of the hazies. All right.
It's not super
It
hazy.
is. Yeah. We are picking. It's an odd week 16, so.
Yep. Definitely.
I am up.
You're up.
And I am going to take Josh Allen.
Nice.
I'm taking Josh Allen.
Super
so that
good.
Means you against now. Yeah, my running back is where I'm going to be questioned, but you're up first with your receiver and Runenberg.
That's a great pick. I think Josh and the Bills are on a fucking tear right now.
We called it. How did we not call? You and I nailed that game.
We nailed everything about the Buffalo Bills moving forward, and I'm going to keep it rolling. They feel like the Giants back when they beat the Patriots in the Super Bowl. I think they're just going to keep beating the pants off anybody they play moving forward.
And we said it. We said it was a trap game for Dallas, and they looked every bit of what we said.
They fucking got their shit kicked, just like the Eagles did. So I got QB. I don't think I've taken Browning, and I'm a huge Browning fan right now.
You have not yet. You want me to start him?
I'm going to go ahead and roll with fucking Browning on this one. I know there's no Jamar Chase, but he used him a couple games, but T. Higgins is still there. You still got Boyd. A couple of them rooks are starting to look pretty good. Charlie Jones is starting to step up. Still can't say his name. Lavish.
Yeah, T. Higgins is on a make a name campaign.
For sure. He's trying to get paid. Now there's no Chase.
That's a shirt. Make a name copyright. Make a name campaign. Receiver who wants out.
I like it. Make a name campaign.
Copyright that. That's being posted on YouTube. If nobody else has that, we're going to revert back to this, sue you, and then retire on a beach.
So yeah, give me some Browning.
Give me some Browning.
I got to play a running back now, huh?
You don't have to. You could, but you don't have to.
I don't know. I don't have my list in front of me, so forgive me.
That's fine. I have it not in front of me.
Have I used either of the Detroit running backs? I don't think so. Maybe Montgomery.
I think you used Montgomery, but I don't think you used Gibbs yet. I'm gonna be honest. I don't have. It's over on. It's over on the table over there.
That's really bad.
Go with what you feel.
Let me go with somebody that. Actually, I'm gonna use it. I don't think I've used A-Chain, so I think I'm gonna use A-Chain this week. I'm pretty sure I don't think I used him.
All right, we'll put an A-Chain. If you did, who's your backup?
I don't fucking know.
Would you want Gibbs or no?
What if I used Gibbs too?
Well, then we'll flip a coin and give you either one.
How about Jalen Warren? Did I use Jalen Warren?
I don't think I used Gibbs. I don't think you used Gibbs.
All right, give me Gibbs.
As a backup to A-Chain if you didn't use him. You dick, I was actually thinking about using A-Chain.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Especially like I said, if Mostert's out, I think he's a great play this week.
Yeah, I think so too.
I'm flipping through here.
I think he's a great play regardless.
Honestly, even if you use him, whatever, you can have him. A-Chain. All right.
We're getting to that point.
No, I ain't scared. Man.
God, you cannot lose the credibility.
So here's the thing. I was going to go see. This was the week I was going to use CMC. But after what he did last week, there's no way he repeats. And I like Baltimore's D.
Yeah, I wouldn't use him against Baltimore.
No, and you know what's funny is I noticed, and I said this, I think I said it, did I say it to you? But, the Niners are going to fuck up. When you're up that big, stop running him like you do.
Yeah, I don't know what
you're going to hurt. There was the one play at the goal line where he kind of got up and he almost looked hobbly. And I'm like, look, I get it. Beat the pants off people, but
with it.
Put Elijah Mitchell in because
he's got too much other talent behind him to not give him a break.
because he was like, even like you could tell like he was beat up a little bit, but they're still running him. I'm like, I get that he wants stats and he wants all this, whatever, but like,
Yeah,
do
he's
you
going for
really?
them.
I guess they're banking on the fact that they might be able to rest their guys and have a bye.
Yeah,
But maybe they're banking on that. But if he gets hurt before that, like,
that'd be fucking bad. And he always gets those like nagging like calf or hammy injuries out of
and
nowhere.
he's been good. Knock on wood. He's been good for so long. Like, if I'm the Niners, like when you get up 2-3 scores.
Yeah.
Like even Mason, like just have him there. Maybe put him in a play or two in between the 20s. But so
take him out when you're up 38-7. Like
because of that, I was like what. Which I don't mind because if they do and they hurt him, I'm gonna laugh about it. But like I feel like after last week and they're going against Baltimore, I just don't think it's the week to play CMC. So I was almost gonna go JT, but because I need him to have a shitty game in fantasy wise, I'm gonna go with ETN. Especially if they don't have Lawrence, I think they're gonna rely heavily on ETN.
I like it.
And I did mess up. I wrote down I was going to take Cooper Kupp, but he played, so I can't. I forgot he was on Thursday night when I wrote this list down.
No,
so
good.
I'm going to take Stephon Diggs to go with Allen.
Stephon Diggs.
You did exactly what I did.
You son of a bitch.
I know. But I had this
literally
plan
a week after I.
Well, I had them planned against the Chargers for like 4 or 5 weeks now. Remember I said I had a plan?
Yes.
Like I have plans. I know when I'm stacking Dak and CD. Like I have a whole plan. I just need this week to kind of turn out.
I like it.
But this is gonna screw me up though because I did write down. Now I'm gonna have to find one on the fly. Look at you. I feel like I'm channeling my inner Dustin here. Just wing it.
That's what I do best, baby.
I might play Jamar Chase just to be a dick about it.
He's not playing, just so you know.
I know. You know who I haven't played yet?
Did you freeze again on that stupid comment? What the hell? I hope it still records us when we freeze anyway.
No, it should. It does.
I know, that's going to be funny because we both probably just like flip out because it's like,
just like... I didn't play Nico yet, but I can't play him this week because, dude, Dustin, stop it.
Oh, okay. You're actually frozen with that face on.
If not, that is damn impressive. I could not tell.
Actually frozen. That's best. Did you pick a wide receiver? I forget.
Yeah, I picked ETN and Diggs.
Diggs, right? Okay,
so you're
up on Cortland Sutton.
You took him last week, dumb shit.
No, I didn't. Did I?
Yes, you did. Or 2 weeks ago. You took Cortland Sutton 2 weeks ago. I'm gonna pick somebody that I have never done before. All right, I'm gonna go with a guy who's been in the news lately, and I think he's gonna respond because of it. And I'm going with George Pickens. Probably used him already too. I feel like you did.
God damn it!
I really should go.
You know what? I'm just gonna scroll the whole way down here and fucking pick people.
No, it's fine.
Give me. No, I'm gonna go with Quentin Pickens. Johnston this week.
Oh, I actually really like that pick this week. Do you want to pick a third in case you played Pickens?
Yeah, I'll pick a third just in case. I will take.
If I tell you that you played him again, I'm going to tell you just can't play anybody.
I'm going to take T. Higgins. I'll pair him up with Browning.
You fuck! I was just writing him down. Oh.
I'm pretty sure I haven't picked him. He's down there pretty far.
All right. Well, it's Pickens first. If not, we'll go Higgins. Deal?
All right. Well, then how are you going to pick Higgins?
No, I won't, just in case you need him. Because I care about you.
I hope I didn't pick Pickens because I think Pickens is going to have a big week this week because of the whole what happened.
I feel like this is my fault because I should have brought your list over.
It's my fault for not having my freaking list.
I have it somewhere, but I had to move stuff because we had a little gathering. A little gathering for a friend's Christmas thing. So.
A little gathering.
Well, this kind of threw me for a loop. So, ooh. I was gonna. I don't see the Ravens. I don't think that Ravens 49ers game is high scoring.
I think it's going to be like 25-28, somewhere.
I almost was going to go Debo, but I honestly feel like it's an Ayuk week.
I like Debo this week just because Eric's playing him against me, and I just traded him. So, to Eric, I know Debo's going fucking off for no reason.
Well, I'm between Debo and Raji Rice against Vegas.
I liked both of them, too. I was going to pick Raji, but I feel like I used him already. I want to say I used Raji or something when I picked Mahomes.
You might have, but you know what? My gut goes Raji. He's been playing well.
Yeah.
So my gut goes Raji. So I'm going Raji Diggs. Wait. So I went me, you, me, you. It's me.
On a defense. On a defense.
See, I could stick with the Bills and go a third Bill. But no. I'm gonna honor my co-host. I'm gonna pick the Denver Broncos defense.
Yeah, it's a good one this week.
Against New England.
I picked them up in just about every league I could to play. Hold on, I might need to go look and see if I'm playing against Eric. I gotta figure out my defense against that guy.
So then you're up.
I got Detroit in there against Minnesota.
Actually, it's not a bad play.
That's not a bad play at all. I don't think the Broncos are available in this league anyway. I am going to go. Hold on, I just had him in the fucking shit. Oh, did I take the Eagles yet? I don't think I took the Eagles yet. I don't think
you did.
I'm going to go with the Philadelphia Eagles this week. I think it's
again,
rebound time.
Do you have a backup?
It's rebound time for the Philadelphia Eagles. I'll back that up with the Chicago Bears. And if I pick them,
I like the Bears defense this week.
Yeah, man, against Arizona, I like that too.
I thought about that when I thought about picking up in the Dynasty League. I thought about picking up their one. What the fuck is their defensive back's name? But I didn't, only because I'm already playing T.J. Edwards. So
nice.
All right, you're gonna go.
Nice.
I'm gonna read off my team. Josh Allen, Mr. Turnover, but still Mr. Fantasy.
Mr. Fantastic, yeah.
Josh Allen, Travis Etienne.
ATM machine.
Raji Rice, Stephon Diggs, and the Broncos defense. And you are playing a combination of
oh, man.
Browning, A-Chain, Pickens, Higgins, QJ, Eagles, Bears.
I'm going to laugh when I use both the Eagles and the Bears. That's going to be the best part.
You know, I'll give it to you because I'm pretty sure there's been a time where I've copied a
Probably not.
No, probably not.
Also,
by the way,
down.
Shout out.
I thought you were actually going to make like a spreadsheet or something that we would have, just a running Excel.
I have it all written down on our list. I just forget that you always forget to take it with you.
Yeah, exactly.
No, at the end of this episode, if we have to do changes, I'll do a little video saying, "Hey, Dustin, hey."
It's okay.
That's what you gotta do.
I'll take the 0.
So this could be a big week. This is a good lineup. I wanted to play Cup, but I forgot that. Honestly, that's why I wrote down Cup, because I was hoping when we started talking in the beginning of the week, I thought maybe we would do it Thursday night. I was like, I'm gonna take Cup before the game starts. I'm gonna put that out there. But
it'd be nice to do these on Thursday nights, but I think it'd be too difficult with other obligations.
Oh, once the babies get bigger, exactly. I can do whatever. Well, not that I can, but Kendra's been very good at being like, "Hey, make it work," because she's, she likes this. She enjoys this shit.
Work.
All right, I'm about to open my second one.
It's tough for me to stomach this.
It's not that bad. Although you're not like a hazy IPA guy though.
Not much at all of a hazy IPA guy.
You will
Some of them are good, but
could have the Dustin's Lake drink right here.
I wish I could have had one of those. Yeah, it sounded really good when you made it.
A little Manhattan.
A little. There's no way I'm drinking that second beer. It's so gross.
It is not that gross. Drink your fucking...
I had some Angel's Envy earlier.
Go ahead.
My palate got tickled by some. I think it was the Private Select. I think Angel's Envy.
That was good.
Really, yeah, it was really good shit.
I see.
And then she had the candied orange peel, so you could throw that, and then you threw that in there with a little.
I thought that was a drink called the candied orange peel.
Oh no! It was just she had like I forget which it was candied orange peels basically, and you throw that in there at the bottom, and then pour it over top with your ice ball. It was actually fucking phenomenal.
See, I've had these unicorns, the other unicorns, and I've liked them a lot. This is definitely not my favorite unicorn.
Unicorns dreaming. Oh, excuse me. Oh, against the rules of AI sheep. I just trying too hard. Especially with the cyborg sheep army.
You know how it gets better as you go? You might as well get that second one open.
All right. Just give me
yourself and do it. Do it. Do not bitch out on our followers. P is going to yell at you.
I don't even know P.
You got to know P.
Pee-wee?
I found out today when I was over there that his favorite movie is Two Guys, One Hammer.
Is that where that came from? Because I was trying to figure out what the fuck you were talking about.
I know, I figured I would say that. But favorite movie is, we were sitting there talking about film careers. Talking about, so I guess a buddy or something trying to make a career in film. And like he was saying, like,
did you try to go the gay porn route? Because I know a bunch of them do.
No, he said, no, you're just not going to get a job filming like movies. Like it's a film career. You're not just going to get offered a job to get like the good filming. And then Taylor was like, unless it's the hub. I said, oh yeah, except porn. He's like,
exactly. That's why some of them do it.
What's he going to get in porn? And we said all the bad angles. I said, he's like, what? Like all the bad angles, like under the taint? I was like, yeah. It's like basically he'd get the cup can from Two Girls, One Cup.
That's
and then up. Somehow it got on the point. We said Two Girls, One Cup, and P brought up Two Guys, One Hammer. And he was like telling us about this.
Is that a real thing, or is he just fucking it up?
I don't know. He says it is. He said, but they're just like hitting each other with the hammer, like smashing each other's hands and stuff like that. And like
weird.
The rest of the barbershop is sitting around there waiting for him to finish his story, so we can find out like when the hammer goes into one of the other guys. But apparently that never happens. And I don't know if P just like is lying, or like the director's cut, the hammer finally goes in, because if he seems sad that he never got to see.
I think, yeah, exactly.
But no, that's
Two
Guys, One Hammer.
Yeah, no more Two Guys, One Hammer. Next.
But I need to look that up and see if it's a real thing.
Let me know what you come up with. Because I think
if there's a movie about people.
That might be one of those setups where he's like telling you what it is, and then he just wants you to Google it and actually watch it, and then be like, "Oh,
wasn't that what Two Girls, One Cup was when it first came out? Like when that first was a thing, everyone's like, "Oh, you see Two Girls, One Cup? You gotta watch it."
Two Girls, One Cup. Yeah, it's just they're just swapping drinks, and then they're really hot.
Everybody, could you imagine that now? How it was 12 years ago when
they would probably get arrested.
Well, no, I'm saying because when that came out, people were putting their reaction videos on like,
yeah, they're like MySpace,
social media,
yeah,
or like, hey,
before,
mom, hey mom,
that was
watch
crazy
this.
Because that was before like I guess social media was big when that happened, but it wasn't like super.
It wasn't.
Old.
No, it wasn't.
It was just starting to get big because like
Facebook was
like that was like YouTube. Like YouTube was just starting to kick off. I think. That's why it was it was tough to find at first because it got banned like all over the place.
People were posting reaction videos, but like Vine was only 6 seconds, so that it was not a thing.
Yeah,
like, people
Vine.
Were posting it. Where were they posting?
It's probably Facebook or MySpace.
Remember that place is like the AIDS of social media.
I like you go on there. Fan. Like their top 10. You remember the top 10? And people would be like, "Wait, why am I not in your top 10?"
Mm-hmm.
It's like, well,
and you click on your page, like music comes on.
Dude, that was cool. You could play a song on your page. Everything was so slow, though. It got to a point where you'd go to somebody's page and it just wouldn't load.
Right now, if you were to sign on to MySpace right now, like type in MySpace and hit enter, your computer would fucking explode.
Should I do it?
Like,
should I see
like
if I can find my
MySpace? It's just a hub. It is like
Does it still exist?
I think it's still. I don't know, but it got to the point where basically sign in, get a virus. Sign in, get a virus. Sign in, get a virus. And also, what the fuck happened to Tom?
Sorry, that's all I see right now is you doing this. We froze up again.
I haven't froze yet, but you've been frozen a few times.
There you go.
No, it should be fine. It'll be fine through the recording anyway.
I know. It's just going to look funny because every now and then, like, you'll just go, but I can't hear you, so it's not like I can respond to you or anything.
And that's why anytime I see you freeze, I just keep talking.
Yeah, it's good. Because I keep talking too. So
but what I'm going to need you to do is we need to rank. We need to do our top way too early.
Yeah, let's do that. That's a good time for it.
I can't start this until you start your second beer.
God damn it.
We're boozing ballin', not boozing ball. Grow a set. Oh, yeah, get it. Oh, you can't really rate it until you've had two of them. I'm so proud. You just make me so proud, man. I tell you what.
Makes me want to puke. All right, start it.
It's not that damn bad. I feel like it's fair to say that we both have the same people at one.
Yeah, it's pretty easy. Because if he stays healthy, he's probably going to be number one again next year. Because I don't think he's going to slow down next year. It'll be the year after that.
So Christian McCaffrey, a consensus one?
Yes, correct.
I don't think Christian McCaffrey. I don't. Here's the thing.
You got to stay healthy though. We'll see.
He is due to fall off.
He's not going to do what he did this year. There's no way if he repeats what he did this year, he's going to go down as one of the greatest running backs of all time.
Like I just said it before, with the way they have used him, and they are using him now, you should be sparing this man when you have leads.
He shouldn't be getting 28 touches a game. That's
if
for sure.
I'm the owner, I am going to walk down to the locker room and kick that coach in the nuts,
slap
right in front of the team, and be like, Cartman, ha! You want to rub Shambo? Just kick that dude in the nuts. Be like, stop it! Like, yeah, you're up 3 scores.
He doesn't need to touch the ball anymore.
Elijah Mitchell's a good back.
He is. He's
Jordan
proven.
Mason. Jordan Mason is a good running back too. Like, let him run a little bit.
They've got some other options there.
But I put him at 1. But I'm going to be honest. It is with a grain of salt.
Yeah, you feel like he could bite you in the balls next year.
Yeah, like when you made that trade with Eric, wasn't there a clause?
There was
an injury clause in the trade.
There was an injury clause. If he got hurt, that I would owe him a 3rd-round pick or something like that.
If he got hurt and it caused him to miss the playoffs, which that was kind of weird, like to prove, but still, you have that worry with him, and he went a whole season. So what? Like he's won, but it's a sketchy one. Just put it that way.
Yeah, it's only sketchy because I just don't trust his body. I don't know why. I'm still not a believer there. But whatever.
I'm gonna tell you what. This
one on to the next. Who do you got?
Christian McCaffrey at 1. This list is gonna be weird. You know that, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna hate your list probably.
And I'm gonna hate yours.
Too? I'm not a huge fan of who I have it too.
Well, that's it for my veterans.
Really? You don't have any of them?
I'm anticipating moves and I'm anticipating growth. And this is probably me, but I put Rachaad White at 2.
Yeah, that's way too high. And I only say that
he's
just because
4 right now.
I get that. But
he's
that
4 this year.
Going to be better next year. I don't think it's only going to get worse. I think that team's going to get worse before it gets better. But he is in my top 10.
I think if they lose Evans, I could see the Diggs brothers going there.
That'd be a good spot for him to land.
Put Diggs opposite.
But Devin White wants out of there paid. Mike Evans is going to want out of there paid.
I know.
Godwin's going to want out of there paid. I think that whole team.
the way he's playing now, like, and he's top 4 now, I just don't see Mostert's ahead of him.
Amazing.
Yeah, and he's only going to get better.
Yeah.
I don't think we've seen Rachaad White be his best.
I'm just going on talent. I'm going on talent more so than situation and volume on way too early because I have a couple guys on here that we don't know where they're probably going to be playing next year.
Yeah, that's about that.
Like
I know,
the guy
that
I have at number 2. I think Jonathan Taylor is going to come back and reclaim his fame a little bit, and whichever team he lands on, I think they're going to use the shit out of him because they're going to pay him.
We are so different on Taylor.
So I'm going Jonathan Taylor at 2. I think he's going to come back. He's proven it. He came back, and every time he touches the field, he scores 17 to 20 fantasy points every single week.
Let me give you my impression of Taylor coming back. It's, hey guys, I'm here for.
Dude, you realize the whole injury thing is because he doesn't want to play for the Colts, and he doesn't want to get like seriously hurt going into his next team. Like that's what that's all about.
No, I get it, but I'm all like.
I think the only reason he's coming back this week is because he wants to do a little bit of a farewell tour there. I'm hoping he gives me a good week or 2 so I can win a championship in my family league. But other than that, I think he's still one of the most talented backs in the league. His vision, he's smart. He's a great player. He's just
and where I put him is probably way, way too late. In my honorable mention. All right, who'd you have at 3?
I got Saquon at 3. Another one that we don't know where he's going to end up. But I think, I'm thinking one of those 2 guys is ending up in Baltimore. And I think if that happens, they instantly become CMC type level guy. Because if they end up in that offense, it's going to be absolutely disgusting. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. But could you imagine Saquon wearing the Raven helmet? It'd be fucking nasty.
I hate Taylor in Baltimore. I like Barkley in Baltimore.
Yeah, me too. I don't like Taylor as much, but because he's not as smash mouth as.
I hate Taylor in Baltimore. It doesn't work. They need a guy who can bruise.
Yeah.
And see, I don't even have Barkley on my list. We are so different on this.
Baltimore too.
That's, I think, the best fit for Henry.
Yeah,
in the league, the way they play.
God, I hope that happens for the dynasty.
Because they have Keaton Mitchell too, who just got hurt. Like, they don't necessarily need a running back. So Henry, who I think understands that he can't get top dollar.
Well, right, and he's going to go there, try and compete for a championship, and he'll only get like 12 touches a game instead of 30.
And the reason why I left Taylor and Barkley farther down is because they still want top money. And because of injuries and because of time played and games played and carries, they still have a shot at another 2 years.
Okay.
Where Henry knows he's towards the end. So I think he's going to take less money, end up in a place like Baltimore, and be, like you said, even at the Bills, perfect in there.
Right.
Like, because they need that. They have a quick back.
Yeah, I mean, Cook's amazing.
Yeah, and then they have Keaton Mitchell, who is basically the Cook type back.
So who'd you put at 3 if you're putting those 2 guys all the way down?
Kyren Williams.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for those 4 games he missed, he is right up there with CMC.
Yeah, he's been fucking balling out. I can't believe he didn't get a target on Thursday night. That really pissed me off.
He had one, but it was pass interference, and I was so pissed that would have been a touchdown, and I needed that because I got the quarterback running back combo. Dude, he came out of nowhere. When they got rid of Cam Akers, people
Everybody
were
like, what?
Why? Because then they still kept Zach Evans, Evans.
Now you know
stretch.
Why. Because Kyren, whatever.
They were at mini camp, and they were like, oh, okay.
Wait a second. Who the fuck's this kid?
Sean McVay's like, hey.
Yeah, I know. Kieran's one of them guys that I can't believe I didn't go after him in the dynasty. So pissed that I didn't pick that one up.
Pissed.
But I am going to keep him in the 5th quarter. That's definitely going to be my keeper. I was thinking it was him, Laporta, or DeAndre Swift. And I'm thinking it's going to be him.
Him or Laporta. But I think him.
Yeah, I think it's him. I think he's going to be more valuable.
I think people in that league, no offense, I think you can still pick up Laporta a little later than you'd expect to.
Oh yeah. Or I could, and now all of a sudden that tight end position's a little bit deeper than like we
I'm
just
not
did
worried
our
about
top
him
10.
anymore.
Yeah, dude, there's like 10 there's 10 good tight ends now almost.
And with the Taylor effect, I'm not even worried about Kelsey anymore.
Right, and we're only gonna add another. Fuck you. And there's only another top 10 quality tight end getting ready to enter the draft.
Your Georgia boy.
Yeah, the Georgia Bulldog is going to be a monster in the NFL. The way his skill set is going to pan out, he's basically
I'd like to see where he goes. You know where he might
come
go?
Up with a comparison for him, but he's more of a
wide
wide receiver.
He might go to the Atlanta Falcons, so they could pair, 1,000-yard running back with top running back. Kyle Pitts
keep rocking first-round picks out for talent that we're not going to use. All right.
Hey, why do we need a quarterback, right?
Who do you got at 4? I had Kieran Williams at 4. That's where I put him at 4.
I have ETN at 4.
Okay, I can live with that. I put him a little bit lower because I still am a tank. I'm a Bigsby believer. I think he might eat into his workload just a little bit next year. I think I was going to
put him second.
I think they want him to take over. I don't think he came along as fast as they were expecting him to. And I think if he gets another camp in him, maybe starts eating into that workload a little bit, because I think they want to keep ETN healthy, and that's one way to do it, is to get Bigsby going a little bit more.
No, I hated that landing party foul. I hated that landing spot.
I was going to say there's another one.
Hated that landing spot for Bigsby. You and I talked about it pre-draft. Like, we liked Bigsby.
It's almost as bad as Bijan's landing spot, honestly.
It really is. Like, you're coming in like a guy who given the off season is a startable back.
Yeah.
Like that, really Charbonnet. This is a weird year for him. But I was gonna put ETN at 2, but the reason I was gonna go CMC, ETN, White, Williams. Yeah. But because of Bigsby, I dropped him back to 4.
Who do you got at 5? 5?
I got Devin.
No, you don't.
I have A-Chain at 5. Yeah,
most taking over that by himself. Senior, I'm hurt every other game.
Mostert's going to be ninth season next year.
Oh, I don't think Miami was trying to add another running back before the season started.
That'd be another great spot for Henry.
Exactly.
Why do we want to put Henry fucking everywhere?
Because he's a beast. Because I think if he gets out of that Titans offense where the defenses can't just go, I'm going to focus on stopping Derrick Henry. Imagine if he was in Miami, when you got to worry about Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle and fucking another, and you could put A-Chain on the field with Henry, and you got to worry about them both now. It's like the possibilities are endless there. That'd be a dirty landing spot for him too. Hell, Barkley down there would be amazing too.
Yeah, I think they need a compliment back. Mostert and A-Chain are too similar.
Agreed.
But the reason I like putting Henry everywhere is I think like he is the dude who is like in his career he's just like,
fuck you up.
I need that compliment spot. Like I'm gonna stay around for 2-3 more years, just because I'm gonna beat the shit out of your face 7 plays a game.
And who doesn't want that? Like, go put him on. What if he goes to the 49ers and does that for Christian McCaffrey for 12 plays?
Yeah, because they need another running back.
And just go run into the middle linebacker 6 or 7 times as hard as he can, just to slow him down a little bit. Then Christian McCaffrey is just even better. He could do that at anywhere. But I like it in Buffalo the most because I think him and James Cook would be a nasty combination. But anyway,
I like it in Baltimore the most now that we said it today.
Yeah, that'd be him.
I love that fit. He's Gus, but better.
Oh yeah. I got Bijan at 5 actually. That's where I got Bijan
at 5. Are they going to move Algier?
No, but I think you give him another year. That team, they might get a quarterback in the draft. I don't know. We'll see. I just think the talent, again, I told you my list is more based on talent, what I was seeing on the field. So then mine's
based on movement and snaps. Mine's based on movement and snap
Arthur might get fired too in the offseason, so we'll see.
Yeah, because
can't imagine he doesn't. How the hell does this man still got a job?
I don't know.
First round picks like crazy for the last. He just keeps fucking them up. I feel like.
So who do you got at 6?
I got ETN at 6.
ETN at 6. 4 to 6. I don't mind it.
Yeah, I got ETN at 6, and again, I would have had ETN a little bit higher, but I'm still a Bigsby believer, and I think they're going to try and get that more of a committee than it was this year.
Which I think, like, if you say that, then going back to 6, I think is fair.
Yeah, like that's just where my heart is. Again, I'm probably going to be wrong on that one, just like we were this year. But
we matched 3.
I think we were just
6.
wrong on it because maybe Bigsby just didn't develop like they thought that he was going to. Maybe he's struggling with pass pro or something. And
well, like we said at quarterback, like
NFL game,
there's no such thing as pro ready.
Yeah, no, there isn't.
It's a new
speed. It's a new speed too. That's why there's some guys that didn't make it in college, and then all of a sudden they come out of nowhere as like good professional quarterbacks because the game just fucking came slow to them out of nowhere.
And what
like,
Kyron Williams,
Tony Romo, or
Kyron Williams was a 5th round pick.
Yeah, like Purdy was.
And all of a sudden now
irrelevant.
He is elite. I don't know.
Yeah, Purdy's going to be MVP probably this year. You watch.
Yeah, that's why I hate.
Who did you have at 6?
I had Spears at 6 because Henry's gone.
So you're banking on Henry not re-signing in Tennessee.
I'm banking on what I think is. I think there's a lot of movement and it's a volatile position, but I'm basing my list on snap count, and so I have Spears at 6.
So you think he's going to be the guy there? I hope you're right.
If he's the guy there, yeah, nobody can see that. If he's the guy there,
don't worry.
He might be above 6.
Don't you have the sign? Edit this out.
I also have another sign for you, and I haven't had to hold up yet.
So you had. I'm sorry. Who did you have at 6?
I had Spears at 6.
Okay, the guy that.
Which, if Henry leaves and he's the guy, he could bump up fast.
I could have.
He's a web.
I would have been okay with you
weapon.
making him like your number 10.
Spears?
Or like an honorable mention. Yeah, he hasn't really proved it yet, though. I mean, he's had some games where
with his limited number of snaps, he has proved he is.
Yeah, I mean, he's a beast. Don't get me wrong, but like when he's the guy, like, and he's not just a change of pace guy. Maybe his efficiency goes through the floor, and all of a sudden he's the next Dameon Pierce. I mean, like it could be possible.
Or he's the next, like, dual-purpose back.
He's got the talent to be the next, like, Saquon. Yeah, I agree. But I'm just saying, it's like just kind of.
I mean, if you look at his game log, his snap percent is like right hovering around 50% every time.
Yeah, that's not bad.
And I think. And he's still running back 35.
So who do you have? I'm gonna let you get away with Spears. We're gonna come back to him a lot probably in the offseason. Especially if Henry does move on, then yeah, I agree with you. He will shoot up the boards, and then I'll probably be pissed I didn't put him on my top 10.
Who do you got at 7? Or you want me to go first?
You can go first on 7. We've already talked
James
about
Cook.
7. Okay,
at 7.
That's not bad. I don't hate that. I am worried. Ooh, sorry, I just hit my mic. I am worried that Buffalo might try and add to the position because they liked having the Damian Harris as the, you know what I mean? I think they don't want to just
like
run
the nor'easter.
I don't think they want to run James as a workhorse back. So I think they're going to try and add to the position. Hopefully a Derrick Henry of some kind. That would be fun to watch.
What if Barkley Taylor ended up there?
Yeah, exactly. I think
that kills.
I think that's what
Cook.
I think that's what you're going to start seeing, like your Josh Jacobs of the world, your Pollards, your Henrys, your guys that are like, I'm still some of the best running backs talent in the league, but nobody wants to pay me, so fuck it. I'm just going to go load up a super team and go win a Super Bowl, then go try and win a Super Bowl. I'm going to go to the Chiefs. I'm going to go to the Ravens. I'm going to go to the fucking whoever I can that makes me win.
But they have to be willing to take a pay cut to do so.
Agreed. Well, but again, there's not going to be too many teams that are going to pay him much more because They're starting to hit that tail end of their career. Who knows? I don't know. The running back position's kind of like overflowed right now with talent. You can pick up a Devin A-Chain out of nowhere who's just grease lightning fast.
There's a lot of younger
run circles
talent
around the defense.
Think about 2 years ago when you went into the draft. There was like 4 or 5. Like what? 2 years ago, it was CMC, Taylor, Barkley. Like there was no like young guys that you were like. We have a lot more options right now, kind of like tight end, because there's a lot more 20. Committee stuff.
I almost wish we would have done a top 20 on the RBs. We can do an extended honorable mention list here coming up.
Well, when we get,
I have Rashad White at 7. I don't know if I said that or not. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. I just wanted to get that out there.
I think that's low, but I like him being in your top 10.
I know he's going to be top 10. I just think the other guys are a little bit more talented. And if they get the workload that he gets, they would outscore him by bunches. Maybe not, though. He's been fucking a beast this year.
I think White, like I've said it for 2 episodes. I mean, this is my 3rd episode in a row. His talent is super underrated.
Agreed.
If you take his college tapes and his statistics, he is on par with any top drafted running back in the league. For the last 3 years.
Again, I just don't like his situation in that offense.
No, it depends.
He gets kind of limited. Yeah, he gets kind of limited there. And again, he's a workload whore. That's pretty much where I got him at.
He is. But this offseason, I think,
a good workload
it's
whore.
Way too early now. But
frozen again.
I
what the
think
fuck
that
is going
this
on with this
offseason. Oh shit! You were talking. We were frozen.
Yeah,
I didn't hear you for that last second.
Every now and then we'll freeze and I'll keep going with the point. So there's probably a whole bunch of times where you're just talking at the same time I am.
They'll understand.
This is what happens when we got to go remote during the Christmas season.
But yeah, happy holidays. But this is a way too early list. I think in the off season we do an expanded list. Like
for sure.
After the draft, once the draft happens, we know landing spots. I think we do an in-depth top 20 list of every position. Well, except tight end, we'll still do like top 15, but of every position.
I think we should just do like our own top 200. Just do a top 200 episode.
I'm in.
I'm cool with that.
All right, who you got at 8?
I've got Breece Hall at 8.
No shit.
Yeah, I'm thinking. I like his game.
Breece Hall at 8.
I like his game. I think he's still going to be an absolute stud next year if they can figure out the quarterback position. And I think they got it. I think Rodgers is going to try and make one last run with that team, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. But I like it.
I like how he's like, you guys aren't in it. I'm not coming back.
Yeah, right. Like, fuck you. He probably wasn't hurt the whole time anyway. He was just, I'm telling you. Fucker was faking it.
Faking it.
I still think he was faking it. But yeah, yep. I like Breece. I think he's got the talent.
I think 8's fair for Breece Hall.
Who you got at 8?
Breece Hall.
That's awesome.
The only one other than CMC that we matched on. We've been close on a couple, but
yeah, we were close on Kieran Williams. You had him at 3, I had him at 4. But
I just, with what I saw from him, man, offense.
He's got it. They've got talent all over the place there. They just got to get it figured out.
He seems like a fun dude too. Like I like it the way he runs, the way he acts.
I wish they would have kept Elijah Moore though. I don't know why they let go of Elijah Moore in that offense. But anyway, since we matched, there's not a whole lot to debate on that one. Keep it moving.
I
guess.
Bijan at 9.
You got Bijan? That's fair. At 9. That's fair. It's the dude. Like honestly, the workload is worrisome. Is it going to get better? If it does, he's a top 10, easy all day.
Are they going to take a quarterback? Like nobody thought they were going to ride this season out with Ritter,
and then whatever. And then they did the worst possible thing you could do and bench him, and then go back to him, and then bench him again. So it's like, so you just basically said to the whole team, like, we have no idea what we're doing. Well, better luck next year. Have fun.
You know what I could see him doing in the off season is signing another running back.
They should.
For Derrick Henry.
Ray Davis looks like a good draft pick in the first round for them. Anyway,
stupid picture. So who you got?
I got Cook at 9, and I might be
close.
too low. I might be too low on Cook, but
it depends if the nor'easter ends up there. Can we just refer to Derrick Henry as the nor'easter?
As the nor'easter? Yes.
Can that be like a thing? I'm gonna write this down.
The nor'easter. Oh man. And then I'll go ahead and say my number 10 a while, and that's where I put Achan. I got Achan at 10.
Achan at 10.
If he can stay healthy and put a whole season together, he could literally shatter records, I think.
That's why I had to put him higher.
Yeah, because his potential is fucking massive if he can just stay there, you know?
With his sample size, and especially with Raheem Mostert, which is weird. Raheem Mostert, 8 years in, still looking like he does.
Yeah.
You know why? Snap count. Yeah. He has not gotten that. It's all based on carries.
It's true.
Which is why a guy like CMC and a guy like Eckler and Kamara and this and that, like,
think about
longer lives.
Just a couple episodes back, I was calling him a boomer bust, like waste of a number 1 overall waiver wire. Now I got him in my top 10 for next year.
I do. Yeah, I don't know, dude. I like him.
I still worry about the workload. I don't know if he's gonna I don't know if he's ever gonna have that offense all to himself. So, but again, it doesn't matter because he's proven that he only needs like 8 touches to score 60 fantasy points. So, whatever. Let's fucking rock it out. There's so many honorable mentions that we could go through. Like,
there's so many.
We didn't talk about Josh Jacobs. We didn't talk about any of these guys.
At 10, and this is funny because I did my list like a bunch of times.
All right.
And I have at 10, I'm between Taylor and Kamara.
Taylor and Kamara?
Because Kamara's a top back this year.
Yeah, agreed.
But if you look at his yards per catch and if you look at his yards per carry,
yep,
they're both lowest in career. But he's getting targeted more. I just don't see.
I think he's one of the only ones in that offense that's doing anything, so they just kept using him.
Right. So I feel like, so Olave had a better week, so he didn't. And I had him. There's a couple lists I had him as high as 6.
Yeah.
But I just feel like I'll put Jonathan Taylor at 10.
Yeah. Some just guys we left out.
Based on landing spot.
Who I think could have big years next year. Kenneth Walker, we left out.
Gibbs,
who could have a monster season next year if he starts getting more play. But again, you're going to have David Montgomery there still. We left Josh Jacobs out because we don't know where he's going to end up. Another one that could be a Raven. Pollard, we left out.
Henry hadn't make a list.
Derrick Henry hasn't not been a top 10 RB in fucking forever, and we left him out. But again, you're just getting another year there.
I just think some of this younger class is taking over for them.
DeAndre Swift at the Eagles has gotten left out, but I don't think he's ever too many mouths to feed there.
Yeah.
Austin Eckler's gone. Bye-bye. See ya.
He
could end up a Raven.
Everyone. I think the most, that piques my interest the most is to see where Eckler ends up and where Henry ends up. Other than that,
yeah,
I'm not like I could care less. Like Barkley, being a Penn State fan, I'm going to follow Barkley.
Right.
But what piques my interest the most is where does Henry go to complement your goal line carries? And where does Eckler go to become a check down back?
Yeah.
So
he's really good at that.
So he's going to go. What team has a bruiser that needs a check down? When you go to Seattle, they have 2 bruisers, but
yeah. Well, I don't know. Kenneth Walker catches the ball pretty well.
He does.
So does Charbonnet.
Actually, you know where Eckler would be great? Be great as a Jet.
Yeah, I like that role for Brees.
For Aaron Rodgers, really for him right there, just a little.
Yeah, that'd be ridiculous.
That'd make them.
Who
That'd
would
make
I
them
like
real scary
to see Eckler play for? Eckler would be a good bear, I think. I like his styles for Justin Fields to be able to create outside. Who knows? He might have lost a step completely to the point where, like, he's not even good anymore.
Maybe that last ankle injury was it.
Dude, did you see the miles per hour in open field from last year to this year? Like,
No.
last year he almost topped 22 miles per hour, which is fucking awesome. And then this year he was in open field just running, and I think he got to like 16.
Really?
It was like, yeah, it was like, wait, what? He was all by himself running down the sideline, and he only hit 16 miles per hour. And everybody was like, what happened to Austin Eckler? Did he lose a step?
This last ankle injury just did it.
Yeah, it's possible. Maybe he's just hurting this year. Let's hope that's the case, because I fucking own him, and there's no way I can trade him at this point because his value's never been lower. And
yeah, you have to trade him for like I have 2 seconds. I'll give you one for him.
Right, that's what I'm saying. What do I want, a second round pick for him? Like, I mean, yeah, maybe you can get lucky and find another Puka, but they don't grow in trees like that. Like, how many second round picks got dropped this year? Probably a lot.
Although this draft was heavy, but
I was gonna say this draft did have a lot of good, because you got like Zay Flowers and shit in the second round.
I got Zay Flowers in the second. Yeah,
that's crazy.
I'm loving my dynasty team. We're gonna as soon as we hang up here, we're gonna talk about that. But what do you say we rate this unicorn dreaming of AI sheep?
Sheet. You go first.
All right, so I do like New England. I do like Hazy. Nothing like I've had their unicorns and they were good. This was not my favorite. The one thing I can say is it doesn't have a lingering aftertaste, but the actual like taste isn't there.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go with a 60.
Flat 60?
And you for a flat 60. I don't hate it as much as you do, but I don't love it, so I don't want to go too low.
Yeah, I was. And again, I'm not rating the Creek Brewery. I'm not rating the Saucony Creek here. I'm rating this beer.
No, because they have quite a few really good beers.
Because I'd like to get there and maybe have a flight and try a bunch of them. Because Todd, you've been saying that you did like some of the other unicorns all episode.
Oh, they got a Maple Mistress.
We'll have to get some other beers from theirs and get them back on here and give them a true rating on some of their better stuff. But this one's not gonna go well with me. I can't even get the second one down.
Is it that bad?
For me, yeah, it is. I think you gave it a 60. That's not very good. That's literally the lowest rating we've given out yet.
Yeah.
I was thinking 55. I'm setting the bar low.
Should be shy of a 55?
Because even for hazies,
I mean, let's be honest, we're not going to rate them all good.
Yeah,
we're not going to rate them all good. We're going to hit. This was again, I like Saucony Creek. Their food is really good. If you go to their Reading, it's at the old Reading Railroad. They got like brunch and bands and stuff. It's a great vibe, great place. I recommend you go. I've had a lot of their beers. I like them. This one just didn't. This was a can pick because that sheep was fucking looking at me. And we're not going to love them all. Yeah, doing that thing. looking at me like the dough. The dough.
Yeah, there's something about the weird pastel color that's really pissing me off now too. Yeah, 55. Going 55.
I like it.
It's not, that one's gonna be down there. Not impressed.
It's okay. We will do more.
It happens.
We'll bring them back. We'll
give them another shot. Definitely. I'm sure they've got some other stuff that I would like. Ooh. So, I'm kicking your ass in the pick'em.
You're kicking my ass in the pick'em. This week has got to be. No, Next week we're gonna do wide receiver top 10. That's gonna be a tough one too.
Yeah, how are you gonna value the old 31-year-olds that have been reigning on top for the last 5 years?
Well, that's why this
Zay Flowers of the world.
You know, I know we're gonna come back and revisit this like next season, but I do think like we do the way too early, and then in the off season when we're like out on location and stuff,
yeah,
do them then and see how they change just from like now.
Just once we know all the information where all these RBs land and stuff.
And I don't see a lot of movement in wide receiver other than T. Higgins.
Yeah, Higgins. There's going to be a lot more than that. Diggs will I don't know. Diggs is a possibility unless they go on to win, then he's definitely probably going to stay in Buffalo. But I don't know. We'll see.
I don't see them winning it, but bring his brother to Buffalo. That's not a bad deal.
I haven't really looked at contract situations. So I think somebody's going to end up in Kansas City. I think DeAndre Hopkins could move somewhere because he only signed a 1-year deal, right?
Kansas City's going to be an old, dying back. I mean, dying receiver. Not dying, but old, a little bit in the tank, like a Mike Evans, Hopkins. Like a Hopkins.
I think that's a perfect fit, to be honest. I don't know why he didn't go there to begin with.
What if T. Higgins goes there?
Higgins
opposite Raji?
That would be dirty.
That'd be interesting for sure.
You can push Tony out. Actually, you could probably keep Tony and use him.
Why would you?
Because he's dynamic with the ball in his hands. He really is. He just makes
volleyball
fucking dumb mistakes from time to time.
He makes too many dumb mistakes and misses too many open passes. But then again, so does MVS. So I guess it's lesser of two evils. Also, Kadarius Toney is a scary looking dude. Like I feel like he would eat my children if he met them.
Oh man. So we did way too early top 10 running backs. We were pretty close on a lot of them.
Within reason. I mean, you went a little more veteran. I went a little more young. I was expecting. I'm different.
Yeah.
But they're not terribly way off. So we got wide receiver. Unless you want to hit a punter next week.
We can do punters. I don't even know if I know a punter's name right now.
Top 10 punters.
Can you name a punter in the league besides the Philadelphia Eagles punter?
No.
I can't either. I don't even think that's really bad. I feel like I should be able to.
All I know is the only thing I want out of my life is Britton Covey for the Eagles to return one. It's been 2 years now. And all I want is him to return one punt or kickoff so that I can buy his jersey with my brother-in-law. Because that was just an ongoing bet. As soon as he returns one, we're both buying jerseys.
That's awesome.
Just for the fuck of it. All right, I would venture to say that this was an episode. Top 10 RBs way too damn early.
Way too early. I mean, the season's not even over yet. We're already ranking them for next year.
Saucony Creek.
That's how you know I lost in fucking fantasy football.
No, you did good. Weird ass dildo. Been a good week.
Oh yeah, I forgot to bring up the dildo.
It was a Christmas present from one of my good friends. Which actually makes me question a little bit more of my life choices. One of my buddies.
How good is it?
One of my buddies bought me a dildo for Christmas. So let's call that an episode.
Yeah, because didn't you?
Booga-nooga.
Booga-nooga.